13, 10, 60, fiery. Last night, it was fantastic.
It was
Gretel's
a
on the
great
phone
piece
now.
of viewing. Hi,
Gretel,
Gretel.
I was the one that told him that was edited.
I don't think you told him that was edited, Kyle.
Gretel,
I don't think you'd do that.
I think you did a great job last night. I am stirring him up, though. I've got to admit. I am saying, you need to go on TV, you need to fight for your right, you need to say whatever you want. But I didn't realise that last night he would do it to you. I wanted him to do it to Rove tonight.
Well, he'd had a lot of interviews, and people were going on about the kissing, apparently. It's just, for me, that's just a red flag to a bull when someone tells me how television is made.
Yeah.
Because you don't go on a reality television show and particularly if you believe that you're a connoisseur of it, because he's watched so many reality television shows and thought that he knew how they all work. Like, don't tell me how it works. I mean, clearly, it was as though someone had put a match to me.
That's fine, though.
Yeah, you got fired. In fact, I've never seen you get fired up so much with a housemate. He really got under your skin.
You should see her down at Coles with the kids, Jackie, shopping.
What was it about Michael, though?
I don't know. I mean, on Sunday night it was absolutely fine. I don't know him well enough to know if he's a great bloke. Sunday night I thought, you're a really good bloke. You made the wrong bet when you were in the house. You played your cards wrong. Mm-hmm. You made a mistake, and I'm happy to see a real you on Sunday night eviction when he was out of the house, because he seemed like a very nice person. It was just... There are a couple of words in there that we could hear in that grab. I haven't been allowed to see the footage. Yeah. I'm a real pedant. If someone says I haven't been allowed, it means we've prevented him from seeing it, implication being that we don't want you to see it. Well, there's no allowed or not allowed. When you leave the house, you speak to Carmel, our psychologist, to make sure you're all right. You speak to the head of the production to make sure you're all right.
Hey, I never even spoke to the psychologist when I left. I was just left.
They knew you were too far gone.
But that's the routine. And then there's a party, and then people tend to stay up all night chatting with their friends, and then the interviews start very early in the morning. So if anybody had asked to see footage, we would give it. So it was just little things like that. It's loaded, like I'm not allowed.
There was obvious tension there between you. I was interested to know that when the cameras weren't rolling and you guys were sitting next to each other, what was going on?
Well, when I said, all right, let's move on, I sat there with steam coming up my ears, pretending to write something on a piece of paper in front of me, like I was 5.
Yes.
Like, I really felt like I was very childish. But, sometimes... I'm a very strong believer in instinctive reactions, and I think that we're trained out of those. And so my instinct was, what? And then my brain goes, all right, let's work it out. Why are you feeling like this? I could feel there was an injustice. What's the best way to deal with this? And the show is fantastic because the crew are all, whatever way you want to deal with this is fine, Gretel. So I thought, okay, well, we'll come back and...
Hey, were they talking to you in your ear while you're trying to argue?
No, everyone was too scared of me.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I can understand that because I wouldn't want to be in an argument with me either.
No.
So, but I just didn't want him to come off badly, but it was too loaded. Don't assume this is the way we do things.
Gretel, don't worry. And at the end of the day, if you'd have watched me on Idol last year when I got frustrated with Mark, I just threw a glass of water in his face. Because that's always the answer to everything.
It was great TV, though. I mean, Michael, there's no doubt about it. Michael is providing great entertainment.
He absolutely is, and I've said that to him many times. You've been a terrific housemate. And I think just because I'm female and I'm a mum and whatever, because I'm who I am, I didn't want him to feel bad.
Right.
I just don't want the 250 or 300 people who happen to be working that night on the show, I don't want them to feel... like they're not manipulated.
Well, a lot of people also were saying that, it might have been that time of the month and Gretel, you just caught her on an off night.
Oh,
well
they always put it down to that, don't
look,
they?
Actually, you know what? I have a firm belief that when it is that time of the month, for any woman, she actually sees life and people with far greater clarity than at any other time. So if it were, all power to me, I'd say.
I loved it last night. I don't know how different radio stations and different news people are handling it, but I thought it was
we
fantastic.
thought it was great. I mean, just to see any sort of conflict on TV or anything like that is great. You're glued to the screen.
And I've also tried to egg him on to really go fisticuffs with Rove tonight, because Rove treats all Big Brother contestants and Idol contestants like they're pathetic excuses for human beings. I've said, if he even thinks that he's going to be a smartass to you, you should just crack him. Now, I know that might not be what everyone thinks he should do. I believe in an eye for an eye. I'm an eye for an eye sort of guy.
He's not an idiot. He's not going to take your advice.
Yes, he is. I think he is.
You know, he's a smart, good person. At the end of the day, I just want that known. It just set me on fire last night, and it was frustrating, and I wanted to make that point, and I didn't want him to look foolish, but I thought what he said was foolish. So on we go, I guess.
Well, we have a couple of people that want to talk to you, Gretel. Matt is on the phone. G'day, Matt. How you going?
Not bad yourself?
Good.
Hi there.
How you going, Gretel?
All right.
You do a fantastic job.
Oh, you're sweet. I need a hug, so thanks for that.
No, but I think Michael has got his time of the month is every day of the week.
Yeah, it might be.
He cannot answer a question just yes or no. He has to make a book out of it.
Yes, there is that, and that's the. I did feel a little bit like I was one of the housemates because I'd seen that so many times. Will you let me finish? Will you let me finish? I'd seen him say that to other people.
Yes.
Well, Lisa's on the phone, and Lisa reckons that the vision wasn't the same. Is that right, Lisa?
That's correct.
What do you think? Gretel, you're on the air with Gretel, so you know you can
Yeah,
get
hi,
straight from her
Lisa.
mouth.
Hi, Gretel, how are you?
Yeah, no, Lisa, you are right. What we showed on the Sunday night was we showed 2 camera versions because there are so many cameras. So we showed a front shot and the back shot.
Yeah, I understand that. My only point was that the specific thing, or what I believe you said on last night was we will show you that bit of footage. But that bit of footage you showed was a close-up, whereas it was an overhead, which did look far more like it was a kiss.
No, it was 2. There was an overhead and there was a close-up. Thank you for observing that. I appreciate it. But
I want to know, Gretel, where is the picture of them stroking each other's penis in the shower?
What?
In your mind, Kyle.
There is no
That's
picture. Was this a dream you had last night, Charles?
The
reason
reason
that he's quite obsessed with gay relationships.
I know, a lot of men are, darling. I think the interesting thing that we wanted the reason we showed that was not because it's about whether or not he kissed, but there was a very interesting relationship with David that many times and many people had suggested, is David falling for Michael? He would look at him with doe eyes. Now, I don't know what David looks like when he falls for someone, but in terms of someone who is a self-professed insider, as well as allocated by a big brother, and who wants to manipulate the system, flirtation is also one of those mechanisms.
I know, I use that in my daily life here.
Well, people can do it, men can do it with women, but they can also do it with men.
I know.
So we included that as an interesting component of his personality. Was he in fact doing this with David, a sort of a flirtation thing?
Jeff, you know Gay Jeff in our newsroom.
Yes.
Jeff, have I ever used flirty looks to get what I want from you?
Many, many times.
They've never worked.
Men will use flirty looks.
It usually works too.
Gretel, look, thanks for talking to us this
I don't know
morning.
how you work with Carl, Jackie.
Oh, look, it's a challenge
She loves
on
it.
occasions, Gretel. It really is.
But at the end of the day, I'm a nice, decent person.
Oh, yes. Well, big hugs to you both.
Okay, darling,
Good on
nice
you,
to talk
Gretel.
to you.
Thanks,
keep,
Sal.
and every week, I reckon you should arc it up a gear.
All right, until my head
blows
blows off. Thank you.
Gretel Colleen from
Bye.
Big Brother. It's a
Bye.
fantastic show. It's going crazy this year,
It
Jackie.
certainly is. Tune in tonight as Michael takes on Rove McManus.
Oh, I just know he's going to do something that's just totally wrong and naughty. I
Okay,
can feel it.
coming up, we're going to take your last calls and O News. Bit of goss for you. 13 10 60.